The song that I am about to play, Yerushalayim Shel Zahav, Jerusalem of Gold, needs no introduction. Yet its name, indeed its very origins, are steeped in both legend and history. I would like to share with you some brief insights about Yerushalayim Shel Zahav before performing it in the hope that my comments will bring a better appreciation for its meaning and perhaps even for my playing. Naomi Shemer did not write what undoubtedly is her most famous song in anticipation of the Israeli army's capture of the old city of Jerusalem in June 1967 during the Six-Day War, an event which of course enabled Jews to once again live in the Jewish quarter and pray at the Kotel. The song was actually written earlier for the Israeli Song Festival held on Yom HaAtzmaut on May 15, 1967. The then mayor of Jerusalem, Teddy Kollek, had asked the festival organizer, Gil Aldama, if a song could be composed just for the event, a song that would be entered for the non-competitive part of the celebration. Gil turned to Naomi Shemer, who responded positively, but quickly regretted acceding to his request. Yerushalayim hayta li ir ishit, ahuva v'chashuva, ובכל קיץ נחשפו בפני מחדש קסמי העיר. אבל כשבאתי לבטא אותם נפלה עליי אימה גדולה. זכרתי כל מה שנכתב על העיר מאז ימיה העתיקים. דוד המלך, יהודה הלוי, מי יכול להוסיף אפילו אות? Shemer wrote, Jerusalem is for me a city with personal meaning of love and significance. And each summer, the city's enchantments appear before me anew. But when it came to articulate them, a great dread fell upon me. I recalled what had been written about the city from antiquity on, by King David, by Judah Halevi. Who am I to add even a single letter to what they wrote? So Shemer called Aldama and said, this is too much for me. I'm in over my head. I am simply not capable to compose a song about Jerusalem. זה גדול עליי, אני פשוט לא מסוגלת לכתוב על ירושלים. Aldama wisely responded, אל תכתבי על ירושלים, תעזבי את זה. תכתבי על מה שאת רוצה, אבל אל תשאירי אותנו בלי שיר לפסטיבל. Fine, don't compose a song about Yerushalayim, give it up. Write one instead about anything you want, but don't leave me without a song for the festival. Aldama then got off the phone and responded to those in his office. Akshav hi tichtav al Yerushalayim. Now she's going to compose a song about Jerusalem. The rest, of course, is history. At the festival, Shuli Natan sang the song. The song and Shuli's performance was so well received, the singer had to sing an encore of the same song. Just as an aside, it is not at all true the Chief of Staff, Yitzhak Rabin, who was in the audience, quickly departed while the song was being sung, when someone whispered in his ear that Nasser had just sealed off the Straits of Tehran. The Egyptian provocation actually took place weeks later. Nevertheless, the song quickly sank into the Israeli consciousness. Interestingly, in the comments I just quoted, Shemer alludes to King David and to the medieval poet Judah Halevi, but not to Rabbi Akiva, who in the Talmudic legend, in the Bavli Nidarim and Bavli Ketubot, famously sleeps with his wife Rachel in a hayloft after she is dispossessed by her father for marrying the sage. There Akiva picks hay from Rachel's hair and says to her, if only I could, I would place upon you a Jerusalem of gold. We know from Mishnah Kelim and other sources that refer to an ornament known as Ir Shel Zahav, as a city of gold, that what Akiva would have had in mind was a crown, one undoubtedly in the form of the beautiful walled city of Jerusalem. Shemer's allusion to Judah Halevi is perhaps more pertinent, since she actually uses some expressions from this famous 12th century poet's poem, Tzion Halo Tishali Lishlom Asirayach. Zion, why not ask for your captive salvation? Note that Halevi does not use the phrase Jerusalem of gold in this poem, which in fact only surfaces in Jewish poems or songs much later in the modern era. Ironically, it more frequently turns up in Christian writings, especially in Christian hymns, beginning with the time of Judah Halevi, when a French monk, Bernard of Cluny, contrasts the sorry state of the world in which they were living at the time in his Latin poem De Contemptu Mundi with the Urbs Sion Aurea, the ideal golden city of Zion. After the Six-Day War, Shemer added a final verse that directly alluded to the liberation of the Old City, but the song, indeed a Jewish attempt to write a hymn for Jerusalem, originally was meant to express not only a return of our people to the physically beautiful city, but also and especially our age-old yearning for the ideals that it represents, so well expressed both by Halevi and by his contemporary Bernard of Cluny. It has been suggested that the lyrics of Jerusalem of Gold include subtle allusions to the bronze Nechoshet, but gold in appearance Dome of the Rock, Selah, and even to sounds of church bells, which are frequently heard in Jerusalem, Pa'amonim. Perhaps Shemer had in mind a time when Jews and all others who populate the earthly city of Jerusalem would live in peace, as Yeshayahu and Zechariah prophesied. Perhaps. But in the meantime, what is certain is that Naomi Shemer succeeded in composing a Jewish hymn that evokes the beauty, the hopes, and the dreams that Yerushalayim has always represented for Israel and all humanity. The transcription of Yerushalayim Shel Zelahav that I am about to play was written by my first classical guitar teacher, Moshe Levi, Zichrono Livracha, with whom I studied in the early 70s when I was a student at NYU. Moshe was born and raised in Germany, but left for Palestine following Kristallnacht. There he spent his adolescence on a kibbutz and took up the guitar. Although Moshe was a brilliant classical composer who also transcribed works by Bach, many of which he sent me and many of which I play, and other greats for the guitar, his passion for Israeli folk music, particularly from his early years as a chalutz, never left him. I had a remarkable serendipitous reunion with him online in the year 2000, some 30 years after I actually studied with him. Our cello playing daughter Tova and I visited him in Lappersdorf, Germany in 2007, where we had the thrill of performing his music for him. But that is a long story. I dedicate this piece to Moshe Levi, Zichrono Livracha, and only wish that I had gotten the chance to play it for him in person. Chag Sameach.